Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a common household fix. Some of you who are my regular viewers have probably seen this before or even done it yourself. But what we're going to be working on is this little wall outlet here. I noticed the other day, this is actually my kids' bathroom, and I noticed when I went to plug in the hairdryer that not only is the outlet loose in the wall, but it also doesn't work. So today we're going to take this apart and I'm going to show you how to replace an outlet or fix it if there's just a loose wire. Now there can be a few problems that would lead you to want to replace your outlet. There's problems like having a loose outlet where the plug falls out of it. Or you could have an outlet that is shorted out and maybe you hear it hissing, or if that's the case, you really need to turn your breaker off. I've had an outlet burn up before from a loose wire and had to replace it. But today I'm hoping that this is a loose wire that's not anywhere near the other wires, so it'll be an easy thing to take apart and put back together. I'm going to show you how to do that now. And it also should be mentioned that if you're going to be working with electricity is dangerous. So go ahead and make sure your breakers are off. Make sure there's no light switches going to be flipped on while you're working. Just make sure you have a safe work area. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to my breaker box and find the bathroom. Conveniently, this one's labeled bathroom plugs, so we're going to flip it off. That's not all we need to do though. I'll go out here to the shop and grab my handy multimeter, and we're going to verify that this outlet is off before we go anywhere near the insides of it. So to get a good baseline, I'm going to go to this outlet that I repaired last year in the living room. Okay, so I get my voltmeter zeroed out, got my leads. I'm going to stick these leads, stick their prongs in. And we get an amperage reading, which means that outlet's still active. So now we're going to go to the bathroom outlet. And obviously it's not going to be working, so we can't test it the same way. But when I take the cover off, we're going to use these leads to touch the wires and see if they themselves are active. To start, I'm just going to use my trusty flathead screwdriver to remove the screw on the faceplate. Do your best to not slip and stick your screwdriver into one of the slots. For the life of me, I can't figure out why they decided to make these face plates with a flathead screw that would fit so well, or the screwdriver would fit really well into one of those sockets. So anyway, now we got the cover off and we'll take a closer look. Now, I can't immediately see anything that will be causing this issue, so we're going to have to take the outlet itself out of the hole so we can get a better look. Before I pull this out, I'm going to see if I can get a reading off of the leads. I believe I can reach my leads down in there and touch the wires on the sides. Yeah, they're not showing anything. I can't hold them and show you because I don't have free hands, but there's nothing showing on the voltmeter. The only reason I'm so concerned about it is because the breaker box says bathroom plugs, which is great, but I have 2 bathrooms, so I don't really know which bathroom we're dealing with. I just have to assume it's all of them, but why would they wire bathrooms on opposite sides of the houses to use the same breaker? That doesn't make much sense. Alright, now we have this disconnected, and I'm going to grab this outlet and just pull it out. Alright, now I can see that the wires are still connected on both sides. So that leads me to believe that our outlet has somehow gone bad, which means I'm going to have to replace it completely. And you've got your leads on both sides. It's going to be positive and a negative. And then this wire right here is your ground wire. It's always going to be green. Well, every one I've changed anyway. So, the next step is I'm going to go ahead and check one more time to make sure I have a good connection with my leads. Yep, still no current coming through. So I'm just going to loosen up this screw and remove the wires. Now I've got one side removed, and I'm going to do the same with the other. I bent the white wire out of the way because you really just don't want wires touching. Even though we have the power cut off, if there was someone else in the house and they had a strange idea to go flip a breaker on, it would really make things interesting. So, I'm going to pull this wire off. Set it over there, and then last we just have our green ground screw, ground wire. And now it's off. We have an outlet, and let's take a little closer look and see if we can figure out what's going on with it. I don't really see anything wrong with it other than it's dirty. Something worth noting is it makes it a little easier to put it back on. Since it has instructions right here on the back, you can see it tells you where to put, which side to put the white wire on and which side to put the black wire on. So that's a bit helpful. So I had to jump ahead a little bit. The other day when we left off, this outlet was out of the wall, and what I did, well, I had to stop the video because I realized I didn't have a replacement outlet here already. So I went to Lowe's, picked up another outlet for $1.99, and then I reinstalled it. The same process that you use to pull it out is the same thing you use to put it back in. Just reconnect the wires. The outlet on the back side is labeled, as I showed you, with the wire colors. And you just connect 3 wires and then screw it back in. Pretty simple. But the problem here is that it still doesn't work. I've plugged in the hairdryer and it doesn't work, and I've also used the voltmeter and I can't get anything. So I have another idea. We've basically ruled out this being an issue unless we bought a bad outlet. So there's that, but I highly doubt that this brand new outlet is also bad. Anyway, so that's it for replacing an outlet. Even though this one doesn't work, yours should. I haven't done anything wrong here. Apparently there's a problem with the breaker or something else that I need to investigate, and I'd really like to figure out what's going on before I make a video telling you how to fix it. So if you need to replace an outlet, this is a good method for you. It's really the only method for replacing an outlet. So that's all for today. Be sure to subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos on how to do things. You see I'm wearing my Forge Your Own Path today from The Good of the Land. So if you get a chance, go over and check out his channel. It's Justin's channel at The Good of the Land. I'll put the link in the description. If you like the things that I post, then you'll definitely like his because they're of much higher quality. And in the future, it looks like we're going to be doing a job replacing some breakers. I've also got a couple other videos coming out, hopefully this week. So stay tuned, and there's about to be a 3,000 subscriber giveaway. So definitely make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss the announcement on that, which should be out sometime before the end of this week. Thanks for watching.